my friends. With all of the radical changes in the handpan landscape, I was really called to do an album that features only vintage instruments. As the sort of dynamic shifts towards availability, and I mean, even compared to 2 years ago, handpans are so much more available than they were. I think it's important to preserve the magic and the importance of older instruments, like this beautiful handpan. In doing this album, I wanted to add another twist to it. Normally, I'm not a handpan player that buys an instrument and then sells it immediately. I think it's really important to write music on your handpan, or even just have a little pattern that you connect with. Because most people lose interest in their instruments because they don't have anything to play on. And it's really hard to be connected if you don't have a song. So I wanted to add a twist to this concept that I have, and have every handpan that's featured on this album available for sale. And this is going to do a couple things. This is going to help support the album by selling instruments. It provides a kind of zen moment for me because I'm not going to have instruments to play these on anymore. And also, you can be part of the story of these instruments. To me, the story of a handpan is really what makes it exciting. Vintage instruments came from a time period where handpan making was still new. And compared to other instruments, obviously this is still a very new instrument, but there was a sense of progression and progress and learning and excitement and new discoveries all the time. And I think older instruments capture some of the magic of that time period. And this isn't to say that new handpans are not just as magical, but you are the one writing their story if they're brand new. It's only you. And there's some story from the maker as well, depending on where you're getting it. But a vintage handpan comes with a legacy. It comes with songs that have been played and written on it already, and you get to be part of that lineage. So I really think this is going to be a fun album for people. If you're interested in any of the 9 instruments played on the album, they're all going to be available on mysticinstruments.com. And getting an instrument helps support me. If you want to support me directly as well, I'll share the support below. And I'm also probably going to crowdfund a vinyl printing for this album, just because it kind of goes with the aesthetic. So if you're interested in contributing towards the printing of some vinyl albums, you can basically pre-purchase one. That info is going to be below as well. But I'm really, really excited to provide you guys with Old Souls, an album played only on vintage instruments, and all of them are going to be for sale immediately, right before the album comes out. On the album is a D bells handpan, a G Pantheon steel oxalis, a C pygmy Pantheon steel, a D Waple scale terrapan, and a whole bunch of other instruments. I'll put the list below, but I really think, also this beautiful Asa-chan, Tally Sai. But I'll put all of these instruments below so you can get a sense for what the listings are going to be. And again, if you want to support this album, you can pre-purchase it on iTunes and Spotify, or reserve it. You can also go to Mystic Instruments Instagram page and subscribe and like some videos on there. You can go to the Mystic Instruments YouTube channel and subscribe, make some comments there. And also check out the instruments that are for sale. As a gift to people that are buying an instrument, you're buying the instrument I played on the album, so it's a pretty cool idea. You're gonna get a tab of that song that I played, written out by me and sent to you along with that particular handpan. So, more details to come. The release date is August 15th, so we're a couple weeks away. I'm gonna be really pushing this and talking more and more about this concept, but if you want to own an instrument played on an album that's vintage and become part of the storyline of that handpan, I would love to get one of these instruments to you. So be sure to check out Old Souls, coming soon, August 15th.